Good morning, everyone. Bitcoin hits a new record high of 94,500. Just a day after BlackRock unleashed Bitcoin options trading, and it had a few 100 million options contracts traded on day one alone, basically betting that the price of Bitcoin will double over the next month. This, combined with news that Trump is considering appointing pro-crypto lawyer Teresa Goody Guillen as SEC chair, would show a friendlier environment towards Bitcoin and crypto, and partially why the price is pumping. Look, there's a few rules and words of wisdom for this crypto bull run as it matures, as we're entering crypto summer in the banana zone. First, don't over leverage. Don't buy crypto with funds you don't have, and certainly don't go into debt for it. And don't have FOMO. Don't chase the rally, because oftentimes when people do that, they get in at too high of a price, and when there's a correction, people usually experience losses. Remember, Bitcoin and crypto is very volatile. Expect multiple 30% pullbacks even in a bull market, and in bear markets expect 50% to 70% drawdowns. On top of that, only own the top 3 to 5 tokens. For me, that's Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana, due to the network effects and use cases of those cryptocurrencies. Also hold for the long run. As I said, Bitcoin could have multiple pullbacks, but in the long run, it does very well. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, only own less than 10% of speculative, degenerative altcoins and memes. They're very volatile and oftentimes don't have use cases. And that's really it, in my opinion. I think the market, Bitcoin could rally over the next few months. We're entering the mid stages of Bitcoin and crypto summer. I expect the peak could be somewhat next year, but until then, I expect more gains to come. And then also some good news is that Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley raised their S&P 500 price targets for the end of next year to be 6,500. And Morgan Stanley's bull case for the end of next year is 7,400. It's interesting because Morgan Stanley's chief investment strategist was Wall Street's biggest bear in 2022 and 2023. In 2023, he was wrong because the market really started to recover by then. So it's interesting to see that Wall Street's biggest bear flipped and turned bullish. The 7,400 price target, I think it's possible, and if that's the bull case. But I think the 6,500 price target that both Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs as their base case is more likely. And look, if the stock market hits the 7,400 bull case price target that Morgan Stanley and Mike Wilson are giving, then I think that increases the chances of 2026 being a flat to slightly down year, in my opinion. Still, I think even if that happens, I still think that would be a cyclical slowdown in a bull run still, and I think the big sell-off and drawdown will be somewhere between 2029 and 2031. And I wanted to give a quick preview for NVIDIA earnings later today. This is a big event in terms of this market to see if there's more gas in the tank. The biggest thing in NVIDIA's earnings, I think, will be Jensen Huang's comments about its Blackwell demand. It's their AI GPUs, their Blackwell chips. It's their latest, and we want to see how far demand exceeds supply into next year. If he's saying that demand will exceed supply maybe until the early part of next year, then I think NVIDIA will sell off because the market was expecting that a little bit later. If he says that demand will exceed supply from the middle to end of next year, that would be even more encouraging. The market should do well, in my opinion. Look, NVIDIA ran 5% yesterday before the earnings. And then if they make comments that demand will exceed supply by 2026, until 2026, that's even more bullish. But all eyes are on NVIDIA's earnings, and I think that's the most important part, is Jensen's comments about how far demand will exceed supply for their latest Blackwell AI GPU chips.